Hello, Orange Cat here. We're gonna continue with Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 Case by Case series. This is gonna be my third playthrough through the game, so we're gonna continue, and later on you will be able to find some new videos about the specific cases in the game. So we just finished the Ghost of the Past. Now we have to go to the cemetery, and we're not able to do anything else yet. So we're gonna do that first. Just
A free ride for every hotel visitor. Just tell me where to go.
Is everything all right? If you don't feel up to it, I won't tell anyone.
It's just a goodbye, John. It won't be difficult. I've already come to terms with my mother's passing.
So you really don't remember?
To what do you refer?
The funeral. Sherlock, you were distraught. At first, I thought this visit would dredge up those feelings, but you've been remarkably level.
John, I think I was too young to understand. I couldn't fathom why she would leave me.
Perhaps that pain is best left forgotten.
On the contrary, it's why I'm visiting her grave. To remember her.
okay.
I thought you wanted to remember, Sherlock. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you.
Mycroft was adamant that we leave for London immediately after the funeral. He never told me why, but I saw how unsettled he was by the long requiem. The service was sparsely attended. Though my parents were buried separately, the pastor said they're united in heaven. I didn't believe him even then. I wanted to see her one last time before the coffin was interred and say how I loved her. The chance never came. I feel rather faint.
You're fine, you're fine. It's over now. You remembered everything. It will get easier soon.
A pocket watch? It seems familiar, John. Why is it here?
That's we have to find out. To the tombstone.
Rest in peace, Violet Holmes. Goodbye, Mother. A candle in a small puddle of wax. It cannot have been lit for more than half an hour. This watch was a gift. My mother's initials are engraved on it. The piece is in good condition. It must have been placed here only recently.
Is this really how you want to spend this time?
This is my mother's pocket watch, John. Who put it here and why? Are you not in the slightest bit interested?
So pin the next clue so we can see the traces. Fashionable shoes.
A man in fashionable shoes stood near the tomb. The size of the prints suggest he is approximately 5.5 feet tall.
You were about to tell me the make and model of tyre, but let me assure you, I do not care.
Ah, well, it was going to be very impressive. Come on then, the trail continues ahead.
So the mysterious visitor was riding a bike. Oh, wait. Let's see. There's the bike.
He mustn't be far away to leave it unattended.
A portable easel was kept there. It's stained with oil paint.
A picture.
I hope that inspiration strikes upon visiting these beautiful vaults. At the very least, you'll enjoy the view. Yours, Mercuria. The Hospitaller Crypts. If memory serves, they're located at the far end of the cemetery around an old tree.
An artist working in a cemetery? Do you think he'd paint my portrait?
So now we're gonna go to the end of the hospitaller stuff. And there he is.
Oh, it's that ridiculous artist from the hotel.
Ridiculous.
Be nice, Sherry. Make friends.
Mr. Holmes, did you come for another portrait? No, I jest. You gave quite the performance last night. The hotel was abuzz with your name. I must say I was rather absorbed in it all. The fallibility of men. Such scandal.
It was a welcome distraction.
Oh, my manners. I am Werner Vogel, art enthusiast and gallery proprietor.
Mr. Vogel, I was perhaps too curt when last we spoke.
Speak no more of it. Travel takes it out of any man, never mind when this is your destination. Once I learned who you were, the pieces fell into place. Your mother was well liked on Codona in her time here. I was sorry to hear of her passing.
Does your gallery feature more than just portraiture?
Oh, of course. We display landscapes, sculpture, modern pieces too. I am sure we have something that will move you. You must stop by.
Only music moves me, I'm afraid.
Then you have simply not found your artist yet. Someone whose work hits you in your core. You're still young. I am sure we'll find them.
How did you come to possess my mother's pocket watch?
Oh my! It is quite something to witness those powers of deduction firsthand. Yes, I left you her timepiece. After her death, there was an estate sale. All of Cordona's elite picking of her remains. I couldn't let such a lovely thing go to those vultures. When I learned your name, I could no longer keep the watch in good conscience. It is yours by right, and I knew you'd find it here.
Thank you. I'd forgotten all about it, but the moment I saw it, I knew it was hers. Amazing what the young mind forgets and the older can recall. Rather odd, loitering in a cemetery.
I suspect you'll win, but I'm here for my art. There's beauty everywhere if you look, even in decay. A little darkness brings out the light. Now, a diligent observer might note that you too are loitering in a cemetery. What brings you here? Closure answers penance?
Closure, I suppose.
And what is closure? Mere proximity?
Understanding. Acceptance.
You didn't understand from afar. You had to come here to accept the truth of her death?
Of course I understand. She died of consumption, drowning in her own blood.
Your mother?
Yes, my mother.
I must have been misinformed. I'd heard otherwise.
Otherwise than consumption?
No, you'd know better than I. I'd heard talk of a police investigation, but Cordona is a notorious gossip. And what does it matter? She's passed on either way.
She has.
Well, I shall intrude no longer. I'll leave you to your closure. Do stop by the gallery if your travels permit. Farewell.
Are you all right, Sherry? Take as long as you need.
Whatever I need, it isn't here. We should explore Cordona. Perhaps there are archives that may shed further light.
cemetery, which is part of the continuation of Law. So once we exit the cemetery, we should be able to go fast travel to the first unlocked points. Oh, yeah. Not yet. But yeah, I know for Cardona City Hall there is one. Can we travel to there? Let's see. No. I can travel to there. But you have to get there and I don't want to. Okay. I don't want to trigger. Why can't? Okay, so we only have the point in Grand Sare. Okay. Gonna do 2 in-game cases, which are very quickly finished. So that's the one here. This is the Legacy Theater. We have here a fast travel point and the one by the Cardona City Hall. So we're gonna go from here to there. Just gonna run and ignore all the rest. No. Because we need to have the access to the City Hall.
Extra, extra! Check the front page. You will.
So yeah. Got him arrested, and this is different from the playthrough where we helped get away. But this one we have invested. You can read it. You can read it back.
Don't regret it.
Okay, so we have to go here. Okay, that's the fast way just to get the fast travel point and also as most as possible avoiding other possible quests either from DLC or just in-game stuff. Because most of them you can ignore them because you have to interact. But some might trigger because you pass certain places. Yeah. Let's get this one up right away. Give it a planet layer. Oh, doesn't work yet because you haven't looked at it yet. Okay. We can ignore that. You have to go to the Legacy Theater because that one will give you a fast travel point as well as a case. This is very quickly finished as well. So we're gonna do 2 cases in this video because they're both really short.
Look, the cutest thing you'll see all day. Hamlet staged by children.
Flashes Merriment. So that's one.
Oh, so it has taken root.
What's taken root? As I recall, when we were growing up, this theatre didn't welcome kids.
You've forgotten, John. Come to the back entrance and I'll refresh your memory.
So yeah, let's finish this one. It's very quick. To the Legacy Theater and Sherlock remembers something past when he was younger. Back of the theater. Down the stairs.
Yeah, I still see nothing.
Here.
You need to focus, my dear friend. Watch me. Here was our glorious stage. Ring any bells?
We don't need to dwell on the past, Sherry.
And Hamlet's mother, Gertrude, taking poison. What was the name of that girl? Oh, Georgina, of course. She was our neighbour.
Oh, I remember her. She liked you.
And there you were, best supporting actor. My silent scene partner, my Yorick. Your presence inspired me and brought me to tears.
Yeah, it hurt to know that's all I could be. Inspiration. I couldn't even play the king's ghost. How's that for irony? To be or not to be? Indeed.
I know why you wanted to forget. The show forced you to confront your limits, except no one else would ever see you but me. Why do you think I cried? In the end, the audience was thrilled. You can still hear their roars after the final act.
You were so pleased with yourself when the theatre director came down to admire your work.
He applauded. A huge gesture from a man for whom children on stage was an anathema.
One small step for a man, one giant leap for students of the dramatic arts.
Childhood is a time of naivety. I cannot now imagine seeking a career as an actor, drinking wine all day and gaily treading the boards at night.
Yet you often pretend to be someone else in your search for the truth. You can't act like this side of you disappeared completely.
Quite. This, above all, to thine own self be true.
That's flashes of Merriment. Got some cheers, in-game currency. Now we can head to Cordona City Hall because that will trigger another. Will trigger another case as well to be able to access it. Because we need the last travel point, not directly for the cases, but yeah, the moment you get there it will be triggered since I'm trying to isolate cases in, if possible, one per video in these case by case special series. Don't want to trigger too many of them. Direction. That will not be the first time. Okay. Now right. Around this building. Cordona City Hall.
Does it look remotely familiar to you?
Should it?
Concentrate, Sherry.
Silence is golden. So, ashes of Merriment been added to the casebook. Now silence is golden. Where you remember another memo, you have to go to the front of the city hall. What is that side?
A large crowd gathered. I was here, young and passionate about the truth. Mycroft stood close to me. He was keen on my attending every official event, that I might prepare myself for the Crown service.
Lucky for you, that was the last time he did it.
There was a stage here, a tribune. The governor gave his speech there. He was lying through his teeth and nobody noticed, or didn't want to, but I noticed. I was extremely irritated by his lies. I shouted my opinions very loudly for everyone to hear.
The crowd went wild.
Mycroft was angry but calm. He led me away from the stage. He told me that I should keep my mouth shut, and that silence is golden. I couldn't stand for that.
Behold, Sherlock Holmes's famous adherence to justice was born here.
That silence is golden. Got the fast travel point city hall. Get wanna walk past the condo as well to get that fast travel point. It's the quickest. So luckily there are some cases that will be triggered by you walking past by it, but there are also quite a few which will start unless you either east or interact with it, but that's a thing you don't have to worry about. No, this, no, no, took too long time. That was this one. Ah, we're walking around. And here we have Cordon Chronicles. So memories of the two cases. Flashes of Merriment and Silent Discord. City Hall Square Memory. So yeah, that is these two cases. So thank you all for watching. Wish you well and see you in the next videos.